Hello friends and welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another Mood Board Madness episode with Sarah Scraps and I. Today's mood board is this moody sort of pink, green, gold, and deep red regal colors. I've really been attracted to regal mood boards lately, and hopefully you guys like this one that had the additional pastels as well. Now that we're into October, although I am onto a new kit, this mood board immediately reminded me of last month's kit. If you haven't seen that process and all of the kit videos I made, check out the link down below. I'll have that playlist in case you missed last month. But I ended up pulling out the Crepe Paper Magical Forest collection and this polka dot paper from the 6x8 set. And it has basically all the colors I'm looking for. It has that soft pink, has that deep green, has a golden yellow, and also has a deeper red tone. Now luckily my photo today is just for a 6x8 page. As you guys might remember, I started a new project a couple weeks ago called My Favorites Album, where I just talk about a lot of things I love, and ice cream is definitely one of the things on the list. So this is actually from when I got ice cream for my birthday at a place called Kelly's Homemade Ice Cream in Orlando. They have lots of locations now. Highly recommend if you're in Central Florida to check them out. I love their ice cream so very much. I can't wait to go back. But I end up matting that photo on some white cardstock and some craft cardstock. And then I wanted to do something different on the 6x8 page. I've done a lot of 6x8 pages that are a little bit more plain, just paper oriented. So I wanted to pull out some tissue paper. Now, since this is a 4x6 photo, I thought originally I wanted a full rim of the glitter tissue paper I've pulled out here. What I end up doing is just trimming it to size, not gracefully, so I could then trim it again. But I get this idea, since I did the ripped edge on the bottom, I could do some cool ruffles on the bottom too. So that's what I end up going for. So what I end up doing to create these ruffles is adding adhesive onto the back layer and then just slowly layering and bunching up the tissue paper. Really great way to add texture without a lot of work. So I end up using 2 strips. And definitely make sure you cut your strips long enough so they all match, but you'll see I end up trimming it off anyway, so I get a nice different sort of smooth edge on there. But you just ruffle it up and stick it onto your tape adhesive and it is good to go. Now I did like this sort of offset diagonal that I had to sort of mimic the ripped that I had on the other layer. So it stays like this for a while, but you'll see I change it later on. So then I end up grabbing my Crepe Paper Magical Forest ephemera set, which I adore these ephemera pieces. I only used 1 or 2 on this layout because I'm really trying to hoard them, which is such a bad thing. Don't do as I do, do as I say. Use your supplies that you love. You'll be so much happier to see them on a page than just sitting in your stash. But I end up pulling out a couple here, including that frame. Now that frame I'd struggled with during the month of September when I worked with this kit, but it fit the ice cream perfectly. I said, this is the time to use it. I want to talk about ice cream for this page. I want to feature the ice cream on this page. So this is the perfect time to add that in. Now I did struggle to find some washi tape. If you guys didn't know, that is the product of the month over at Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. So definitely use your washi tape this month. And I wanted to find one that sort of matched that rose gold copper. And this is the closest one I had. Not too bad, not too good. Almost a good match, but I think it works nonetheless. And that one's just a freckled fawn set that I've had for a while and love to pull out when I need that sort of coppery rose gold look. So I add that layer and then I start going into some more of the embellishments I have from Crepe Paper Magical Forest. Again, a huge shout out to my friend Jana who sent me all these goodies, and I really, really love them. And I finally pulled out the washi tape card that she'd sent me as well, and pull out this one that has more of those deep tones like in the mood board. And what's nice about a mood board and why I love doing this series with Sarah is because we can end up with such completely different things when starting with the same inspiration. You could have taken inspiration from the color scheme like I am, the envelopes, the brickwork. There was so much in this mood board this month that I think just called out to me that I wanted to use, so I tried to use as much as I could with the color scheme and had a lot of fun with it. So if you haven't checked out Sarah's video, I'll have it linked down below in the description so you can check hers out, and make sure you subscribe so you see the next mood board we have picked out, which is Sarah's pick, which we'll be doing in a couple weeks. But as I start assembling this together, I want to use some liquid adhesive to put this little frame onto this photo. And if you guys print photos at home, let me know if you have this issue. But any adhesive I use on my at-home photo process, it rips the photo apart if I try to move it. I don't have that issue with any other photo printing service I've had, except maybe perhaps Snapfish, but Shutterfly has always been good about re-releasing things, so I'm not sure why that happens. I assume it's the ink processing versus the actual in-lab ink processing. But if you have any idea, if you're a chemist, whatever process that works for, I'd love to know in the comments down below how that works and why my photos are extra sticky and rippable. But other than that, I start just assembling this. So we have the title on the right through that ephemera piece that says The Good Life. I pair that puffy sticker rainbow and then a clear label underneath to add more of that deep green color that's in the mood board. And then similarly, I start going through some sticker books to see if there are little bits and bobs I could grab. Now there are tiny stickers in the actual Magical Forest sticker collection, but I didn't end up liking any of them. I thought the black was too harsh because of all the browns in the photo, and it just didn't work out for me. But I do end up looking for some enamel pieces to finish off this page, and I could not find my pearls for the life of me. I thought pearls would look so cute on this page, but I think they're actually in a page kit somewhere, so I definitely need to go dig those out. Instead, I find these Bow Bunny Valentine's Day enamel hearts and add a couple of those baby pink ones to then have just a little bit of a finishing touch, because it is just a 6x8 page. I don't need to go all out with all of the design methods that we've talked about in the crafting world, but I did want to add a couple other pieces with some phrase stickers. I used to use phrase stickers on every single page, and it's definitely something I fell out of and want to get back into. So I end up grabbing a few. This one says I needed that, and I did need that. I love ice cream, so I thought that fit the mood well, and I also trimmed the tissue paper a little bit more so that's legible. And then I grab one to go above in that top left corner with that enamel heart. I try a couple of them, but a lot of them are very big for 6x8 pages, so I go through, then I find this box one that I believe it says hip hip hooray, or yip hooray, something of the sorts. And I think that works perfectly when it comes to ice cream. And again, this was actually for my birthday, so it worked out really well. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing another page in my favorites album. Again, I had tons of fun working with this mood board. Let us know in the comments if you want to work with this mood board on your projects this month. Here are the close-ups. Again, I had such a fun with this one. If you guys haven't checked out Sarah's video, I'll have it linked down below, as well as all the playlists you might be interested in and the products if you're interested in those as well. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.